Donald Trump is absolutely terrified of debating Kamala Harris again, and he is officially chickening out of a second presidential debate. BBC reports Trump rejects second TV debate as too late. It's just too late now to debate, says Donald Trump. Former U.S. President Trump has said he will not take part in a second televised debate. Kamala Harris accepted an invitation for October 23rd on CNN. Trump told a rally it was too late because voting has already started. Now, the reality is that at this point, and even by then, given that some of these states are going to be decided by such small margins, if you thought it was to your advantage to debate, you would do it. You would do it. Now, here is Donald Trump explaining it's just too late to do it at this point in time. This is at a rally over the weekend.
It's too late. Voting has already started. She's had her chance to do it with Fox. You know, Fox invited us on, and I waited, and they turned it down.
So
there it is. Trump saying it's just too late. Now, on the other hand, Kamala Harris is saying there's more to discuss. Let's do this thing. Why not?
Join me on the debate stage. Let's have another debate. There's more to talk about, and the voters of America deserve to hear the conversations that I think we should be having on substance, on issues, on policies. What's your plan? What's my plan? And we should have another one before election day.
Okay. And of course, Kamala Harris, difficult to hear there over the din of, I don't know if that was the helicopter or the airplane or what it was. Difficult to hear her for sure, but saying there is more to discuss. Join me on the debate stage. So what's going on here is very obvious. MAGA and Trump have tried to put together a neat little storyline in which the reason they aren't going to debate is because Trump won the first debate. Kamala Harris is scared. Trump using a boxing analogy, saying, you know, when you get knocked out, you immediately pop up and you go, I want a rematch. And that's what Kamala Harris wants because she knows she lost. And also, it's too late to debate. Now, of course, it's not too late to debate. It would be absolutely a wonderful thing if you expect to do well to reach voters once again, even if it is in the second half of October. But people around Trump know that he did not win that debate. Publicly, they will say, oh, it was great. Trump saying it was his strongest debate ever in a rally over the weekend we'll look at later. They're insisting on all of these points about how great it was for Trump, but they know it wasn't good. And there's a reason that the rallies are being limited. People who go to Trump's rallies are leaving in droves. Forget about the fact that they're not even able to get the crowds that Kamala Harris can get. Not that the crowds matter other than to Trump. But if you're Trump and the crowds matter and you see that Kamala Harris has bigger crowds, Tim Walz even having bigger crowds, the VP, you are not going to be inclined to do too many rallies. And similarly, you are not going to be inclined to debate again if it is so obvious to the people around you that you did not win. Now, I would love to see another debate. I don't really know that it would be dispositive at this point because so many people did see the disaster that was Trump's first debate. And indeed, Kamala Harris went into that debate leading nationally by 1.1. She's now leading by 2.2. So the debate effectively doubled her lead. Not a good idea for Donald Trump to go back in. But let's just acknowledge he's scared. He didn't win. He doesn't see, and his advisors don't see, any way that he could win a second debate. In other words, what could Trump do differently in the second debate? Could he completely restructure his personality such that he wouldn't be triggered and take every single bit of bait that Kamala Harris drops for him? No, he's not going to become a new person between now and October 23rd. So why would you put him in that situation again to mess up so disastrously and potentially turn off even more undecided voters to the extent that they remain? And how you're undecided at this point, as I've said, I don't know. So it does seem like the right decision for Trump not to debate. But let's not pretend it's because he won. Let's not pretend it's because there's no time. It's because he lost the debate and another debate would only hurt him. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Whether they do or don't debate, we will have coverage of the vice presidential debate for you live. And we will be here with you through and beyond the election. So help us on the push to 3 million YouTube subscribers. And we will be back right after this short break. I want to tell you about an important part of my morning routine, AG1, one of our sponsors. Before I have my cappuccino, I put just 1 scoop of AG1 in a glass of water. Every morning, I get my vitamins, my minerals, my pre and probiotics, and more, just filling the nutritional gaps, supporting my gut. AG1 contains prebiotics, probiotics, and gut-supporting ingredients just to support digestion, reduce bloating. In a recent research study, AG1 was shown to double the healthy bacteria in the gut. These healthy bacteria work together, break down food, and alleviate bloating, promote digestive regularity, aid in digestive comfort long term. AG1 is made with bioavailable ingredients that work with your body. And what good is a supplement if your body can't absorb and use it? AG1's powder form makes it easy for your body to digest and access the nutrient-dense ingredients in the formula. AG1 is giving you a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3K2 plus 5 free AG1 travel packs with your first subscription order at drinkag1.com/Pacman. The link is in the description.